Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in here on Raw Statue Reviews. Today we have again a samurai piece from XM Studios here on the review table. This of course is the Batman Shugo, the last Batman they made in the samurai line in version A, which means that he is missing some of the switch outs that are additionally included in version B. But I've got this from the secondary market. I wasn't really planning on getting him, but I got him for a very, very good price due to two small breakages, one on the cape, which you won't even notice because it's glued back and you really cannot see it, and then another very small part on his left chest area, one of these pouches or ammunition packs or whatever it is, which I will show you then later in a second, which you can also not see any longer after having it glued back on the statue. So I really got him for a good price, almost half the initial official purchase price here of this piece. And so I pulled the trigger and I'm really happy with it, to be honest. So it's much better than expected. I wasn't really a fan of that design here of Batman, as you may know, and if you've watched my reviews, I've got the original Batman Samurai, and I also got the Shogun Batman on horse, which are two of my most favorite pieces. And so I didn't feel as if I needed this one, and I probably don't do, to be honest, but since I've got him for such a good price, here he is, and I'm very happy to be able to review this for you. I know that Chris over at the Batman Statue Collector channel just got this piece in as well and made a review. I haven't watched it yet, so you will get my genuine thoughts on this piece now, and then I will watch Chris' video and let's check out what he thinks about this piece here and whether it matches my opinion about it. If you hear some strange sounds here from the right, that is my dog, so I apologize for that. He's playing around with some things here, so sorry for any noise that you may hear. As you can see, we have some switch out, at least for this piece. So we have two other arms, which I will show you, one left and one right arm. We have another portrait, we have another chest plate, and then you've got this remote control here. One for a warm light here on the, here we go, warm light for the bat signal. And then we have another one, which is a daylight light here for the bat signal, which is like more of a cold light. So that looks pretty cool. I haven't checked out whether in the dark it then beams the bat logo on the wall. So I might do that later, and then I tell you in the comment section down below. But it's pretty cool that you have the option here to light up the bat signal, which is really cool. Concept-wise, this might, of course, remind you of my Iron Studios Batman Black version, which is also standing on a bat sign. When confronted with this similarity, back then when this was announced as another Batman statue in the samurai line, XM defended themselves more or less by saying that this design here of Shugo was one of the possible designs for the first version of Batman. So it's actually already pretty old, and obviously, or apparently, was already finished before Iron Studios came out with their Batman piece on a bat sign. And I mean, it's not really that it's unusual to have Batman standing on this bat sign, so no wonder that two companies came up with the same idea, to be honest. And by the way, still, although both are standing on a bat sign, this is of course super different due to the samurai design. So I have no complaints in having two pieces now, two Batman pieces with kind of the same concept, because they are so different still that you wouldn't think that they have any similarities really. So let's check out the base first. As you can see, this is super detailed. So you have this lower base here, which is just the plate where you put this rotating part, because there's a rotating blade in there, and then you put this part on with the bat signal, which is one part. So the base consists of three parts actually: the lower plate here, then this rotating table inside, and then the bat sign, which you put on the lower base. As you can see, very nice colors, kind of oxidized metal, bronze colors, really nice details here on this lower base, and also on this upper base here with the bat sign. Here you've got the battery pack in there. It's nicely hidden by this kind of back panel here of the bat signal. The cool thing is you can save your rotating plate, because this is rotating by itself, as you can see. In some positions easier than others. And then you have these little fellows here down there, these dragon applications, nice gold colors, as I said, very oxidized. And then you have these golds, and you've also got the bronze color here of the nice ornaments here on the bat signal. So this is really super detailed, and looks very cool. Of course, again, a mixture of kind of the medieval style and some kind of steampunk elements to it, with of course the electricity that you wouldn't expect from a medieval piece. So fits very well into the line, I would say. And then Batman is, I think, located here on the base with a pack on this left foot here on the back. And he's just standing there with the other foot here on the top of the base. Bat signal looks very cool, very rusty oxidized as well. You can turn this around a little bit. It can't do a 360 turn because it is blocked here by the light in the back, but you can rotate it a little bit, which is also a cool touch in my view. So check out the base as a whole again. Let's give you a 360 look of the base here for a second. Enjoy all the details. And then we move on with the figure itself. Base is top notch, I would say. It's really good, much better than I expected, really. The figure itself, I was a little bit disturbed when I saw the pictures about the red parts here on Batman to be too much. But in reality, this is very muted red, so you wouldn't even notice too much. He's still very black and gray and black and copper here in these areas. So it's an update really of the design of the first Samurai Batman, which I pretty much like, to be honest. It's just a tad of a even more intricate design. And I think Shugo is one of the upper class warriors. So it's not a shogun, obviously not a kind of ruler, but he is more up in the range of military grades. as I understand. So he would be kind of an upgraded warrior suit compared to the first Samurai Batman, which looks pretty cool. So this is the first chest plate, as you can see, just the black Batman sign. I think the B version still has another plate, which is a red one, which also lights up, I believe. So you also have the kind of Batman Beyond option here with that figure, which you already have with the Samurai Batman, which is pretty cool. So this little piece here was broken. I glued it back and you cannot even tell that it was broken. So no issues there anymore. And I think the pose is pretty cool here with the hand pulling out the sword, the katana. That looks pretty awesome. So it's probably my favorite of the two options that I have here with this version A. I'm not sure what version B adds to those switch shots. I think he has another blade maybe, or two blades even. Yeah, but still I have, since I have the Samurai Batman who already has a lot of sword options, I thought I didn't need it really, so happy with this version, as I said. Details are second to none, as you can see. The belt looks very cool, very nice gold color. It's also a bit more detailed than the Samurai Batman belt, I feel. The upper part looks pretty similar to the Samurai Batman. Sword looks awesome. It's not metal, it's polystyrene or plastic. Sheaths look very good. And then also the armor here on the arms and the shoulder pads look really, really good. Shoulder pads are permanently attached here to the arms, so you have no switch out options here for the shoulder blades, as with the other Samurai Batman. And then we've got this nice samurai helmeted Batman head with the golden eyes and teeth and so on, which looks very nice. Definitely my favorite of the two options that you've got here with version A. Version B has another kind of Batman Beyond style head sculpt and then an unmasked head, which is cool, but I do not like too much. So again, happy with version B. Cape looks very good, as you can see, nicely shaded, nicely shaped, and kind of a moving, flowing pose here, maybe a bit too over the top with the kind of movement here, but it's pretty cool. It's different to the other Batman versions, so I see where they were coming from to provide some variation here on the figures. And it looks pretty cool. I mean, what do you say, guys? I think it looks awesome, to be honest with you. So very, very nice. Let's check out the other head sculpt for a second. I think I have one of the usual problems with the figure, and that's also something that my seller told me, that the cape doesn't go completely into the hole. So it is stuck here on the, as you can see, on the shoulder part. So this head sculpt here, the one that I had in, it's wobbling a little bit. It's no issue at all, to be honest, because you really can't see that the cape isn't completely flush, since it's blocked by the head. But you can feel it, so it's a little bit wobbly, but no issues, so it won't fall down, no problem. This one, which is a bit smaller, sits in there perfectly. But to be honest, as with the first version, I just don't like this head sculpt. Don't get me wrong, it's well done. It's really well done. It's not bad at all. But I just don't feel it with the samurai look. The usual normal Batman cowl. So I won't ever display this hat for sure. So let me know what you think, guys, about this. As I said, it doesn't look bad. It's just that I don't buy a samurai Batman to display him with the usual Batman hat, to be honest. So let's exchange this left arm here for a second. And then show you the other arm option here. So you always need to be careful when you do this with one hand, obviously, to not break anything. So we've got this arm here as a switch out option, which is the Batarang Hand. And if you want, you can display him like this with the sheathed empty, with the sheath without the sword in there, which doesn't make too much sense because where's the sword? Maybe he lost it and then he pulled his kind of grappling gun here. So this is really meant to also display the other arm, which is this one here with the Batarang. And that looks pretty cool as well. So much more spread out, as you can see. Left hand going to the back with the Batarang, looking pretty cool. And then the right hand here with the grappling gun pointing to the front. And this gives you a pretty different look, more dynamic maybe even than the other one. Really like that side look here, looks awesome. Let's check out the Batarang here for a second. See where that focuses in there. Here we go. Looks nice. And then the grappling gun here, which looks also very, very cool. Alright guys, let's exchange the hat one last time here for this one so that you can see this look with that hat. And then we will close out this video. I think this is a really cool piece for half the price of the original price. It's definitely a steal, and so I'm very happy to own it really and complete my samurai collection. Next pieces in the samurai line will be Penguin. I think he will be coming up in a few weeks. And then Scarecrow, of course, and Red Hood. And as I've heard, we will get Batgirl, we will get potentially Ra's al Ghul with who was teased, I believe. And I'm sure they will go still deep into the line. I hope to see a Two-Face, definitely a Killer Croc, Mr. Freeze, and all of these nice characters that we are still missing here in the line. But I'm pretty sure that we will get them. A Riddler would be also cool, of course. Be very, very nice to see a Riddler made by a company in 1/4 scale. Alright guys, so please let me know in the comment section down below what you think about this piece, and please subscribe to my channel. Please hit the notification bell to not miss out on any videos being uploaded here very soon again. And thanks for watching as always. Take it easy and see you soon. Bye bye.